My screen is visible.
Not yet.
No.
Okay, so I will quickly recap the previous section that we follow. So anyone know what are things that we covered coming to CI/CD part 1?
Can I recap?
Sure.
So you have a Jenkins server,
Mm.
and you have a Sonar Cube that analyzes the quality of the code.
Mm.
And you have you can push from Git and then do the builds on Jenkins of the. You have the environment in a container like Docker, YAML files, and Kubernetes is a little more involved. It's like a computer cluster that
Yes.
it's also a bunch of configuration files, .yamls, but it has its own commands, Kubernetes.
Okay.
So the Kubernetes network is like configured based on what you need.
Yes, yes.
And then the Sonar Cube, I think, or one other thing has like a security assessment of your code.
Yes.
And you basically, when you build it in Jenkins, it goes through each step, and you might have deployed this on the AWS network of like VPC and gateway machines and like that.
Mm-hmm.
And as it builds it, it will take some time. And sometimes there were some issues Mahesh was having because of he had to contact the AWS tech support, upgrade, buy maybe the more expensive machines, and there was some other error he was stuck on, but I don't remember what that was. But that's general what we've been doing.
Yes.
You are not audible.
No, I didn't speak anything.
Okay, sir. Are we learning DevSecOps as well?
Sorry?
Are we going to learn DevSecOps?
Yes.
Okay. I think it's one of the advantage.
This is, I'm just continuing yesterday pipeline. I mean, yesterday pipeline we break half, right? So I mean, in background, I will deploy two machines using Terraform. So now I just like show the working diagram of this application. So this is a Git. Okay, we have a Git. So from the Git, we can control our application code. Our codes are in GitHub. Here are our codes. Then we connected with the source code to the Jenkins. This is our Jenkins. This is our Jenkins server. And these are the stages. Okay. For example, we have a stage for SonarQube. So it will checking the code and all the things. Then we have to install the dependency checks. I mean, this tools installation. Like install tools like Node.js. Okay. Then next thing is try scan. Try file system scan. Then the next thing is Docker, right? Docker build and push. Then again, we will using try we will check the push the images using try scan. So the try is a tool to scanning our images that is any vulnerabilities or any issue in any security related issues within our image. So coming to try will scanning the entire image, and if any issues, then we will get a report based on that. Then we will deploy our application to Kubernetes. Okay. So all things connected with the Jenkins. Then we will we will monitoring the Kubernetes cluster with the
Prometheus and Grafana.
Yes. Grafana and Prometheus. Also, we can monitor our Jenkins server. Okay. So we also monitoring the Jenkins server also as well. Got it. Then we can integrate with the GitHub or any like any notification application. For example, we successfully deploy all the things like coming to Kubernetes. So after the successful build and deployment, we will get a confirmation from Jenkins. Confirmation to any, for example, we can connect with the Gmail. Okay. Gmail. So if we connect to the Gmail, then we will get a confirmation after successful deployment. Got it. And here we use Terraform. Terraform for deploying. For configure, I mean to configure and installation of Jenkins server along with that application like Jenkins and so on to Trivy, Docker, all the things. So this is the entire diagram. Okay. So first we will configure all the things, and after the configuration of all the tools and services, we will I mean this is our GitHub code. Okay, where our codes here, our codes belongs. Then this is a repository. Okay, we use this repository for this application. So inside Jenkins, we create some application for the same. Then coming to the pipeline, we integrate all the things like these are the things. So after that, we will use Git. Okay, Git is Git means we already covered the Git class, right? So open the Git terminal in our local machine. Then we connect it to this machine. This repository using git clone. Okay, git clone command. The entire code pulled to this like our git. Then what will we do? We use git commands. Git commands like git add, git commit. Then similar commands we use from the local machine. Then after the like changes or adding new things, we will push the code back to the GitHub repository. So at that time, Jenkins knows something happened. I mean, some new code changes happening in this repository. So Jenkins build the application again. Got it.
Where is the Terraform in all of this? Can you?
Terraform we use for deploying the Jenkins server. Sonar
Oh,
Group, Trivy, um, Docker. In previous section, I think I will share the screen.
yeah, it means like you form the land, right? Terraform.
Yes, yes.
So the Jenkins is where the land of this is happening.
My screen is visible, right? So in this case, I deployed.
Yes.
This is for monitoring server, and this is for the Jenkins server. So there is two folders. Already both are deployed. See, the machine is up and running. Okay. So I'm quickly configure the related things. Okay. Default one admin. Whenever we enter the admin, then we need to change to new one. So whenever we coming to the dash, the landing or the dashboard of SonarQube, we need to go to security and go to user, create a token. This token we use coming to the configuration of Jenkins. So generate. So I successfully generate. And go back to SonarQube. We need the initial password, so that we need to log into the machine where we install Jenkins. So I am using a SSH console. So pasting the username and all the things. My screen is visible, right?
Yes.
So here you can see the initial password. Copy. Paste. Go with the install suggestion plugins. So it will automatically install the suggestion one. Meantime, I am going with the creation of quality gates. Okay. I'm giving the name quality gates, Sonar quality gates, save. So that part is done. Then go to administration, webbook, create webbook, Jenkins. This is for connecting with the Jenkins server. Okay. So we need to provide the URL here. URL, public URL. Sorry, private URL of our Jenkins, copy, paste. That part is done. So the Jenkins, we landed to the Jenkins dashboard. So whenever we landed, then we can go to install the plugins. Okay, go to plugins, available plugins. In our application, we need JDK. Then Node.js. Then Sonar, Sonar Scanner, Sonar quality gates and quality gates. Then Docker, Docker counts, pipeline, API, and build step. Fine. So after the completion of all the installation, we can click this thing, then it will restart. Meantime, we can just go to the monitoring server. Okay, we in this case we deploy two machine, one machine for SonarQube, installation of SonarQube and Jenkins. So after these things, we need to monitor our infrastructure using Prometheus and Grafana. We installed Prometheus and Grafana. Then one more service called Nodeport. These three things in this machine. Okay, monitoring server. So I'm going to log in that machine. Before that, I'm checking the applications. Grafana port number is 3000. Grafana is not loading. This is Node Exporter, port number 9100. Node Exporter is a service that we install in our resources to getting the logs and metrics. Okay. So in this case, you can see we successfully install Node Exporter in this monitor server machines. Okay. That's why we can access the Node Exporter using the same machine IP, public IP. So here we can see matrices. So click metrics. See, this is a matrix from that specific servers. Now I'm going to check Prometheus 9790 because this Prometheus need like machine metrics and logs from the node exporter. Okay. For example, we have a machine, then the machines have all the things like some functions, CPU, memory, all the things. So we need the corresponding resource logs and metrics. So the node exporter will collect the logs and metrics from the EC2 machine, and we install a node exporter. Okay, then we install Prometheus. So after installation of Prometheus, we connect to the node exporter. So the node exporter is sending the logs to the Prometheus. Prometheus port number is 9090. See, this is a Prometheus that we install in our machine. But when we go to status and target means what are the targets we configure to the Prometheus. Okay, in this case, only local. So when we're clicking the 9090 metrics, we didn't get anything. So we need to configure Prometheus YAML file for adding the targets. So in this scenario, we need to add the target of that EC2 machine, the Jenkins server, all the things. Jenkins. Anyone have any doubt regarding the Prometheus and Grafana or node exporter?
Is the node exporter part of the Java architecture, the Node.js?
No. That's
Or is
that
that
is
a Kubernetes thing? Node exporter.
no. Node exporter is common services to getting the detail, getting the logs and metrics. Most probably
Okay.
we install node exporter within some virtual machines.
Or
Like
is it in something similar to Prometheus?
right.
Node
Yes.
monitoring tool.
Yes. So whenever we install the plugins, we just go to the tools to configuring the like tools. So we install JDK, then Sonar, Scanner, Node.js, Docker. So JDK 70. Adoptive dot. I'm going with the version 17. That's fine. Then coming to Sonar Scanner. Then Docker. Node.js. Node 16. Yeah, you can go with the install automatically. Apply. Save. Now we need to quickly configure the SonarQube credentials. Secret text. I have to copy that token of SonarQube. Paste ID. SonarQube token. Same for the description. Create. Okay, then go back to systems for adding the Sonar server. Go to SonarQube servers, add SonarQube server. Give the name for the SonarQube server. Then the path URL. The token, choosing the corresponding token, and then apply and save. So the first configuration part is done. I missed one like installation because I didn't get the Grafana dashboard. So meantime, I'm just log into the machine. Now I am quickly install the Grafana. I used that Grafana script in our script, but that is not executable. So the Grafana installation is completed. So this is a machine, and this is a port number where we're using Grafana. So by default, admin, login. Now we log in, we need to change the password. So successfully log into the Grafana dashboard. So coming to Grafana, I will give some briefly. This is done. We can clear this diagram, right? All of you.
Yeah, we don't see that screen, but your paint diagram, right?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
So in this case, we monitoring one EC2 machine. Okay, consider this is our EC2 machine, and we install Kubernetes. Okay, later then for monitoring the Kubernetes, sorry, the EC2 machine. Okay, EC2, and this is Kubernetes. Okay, then we install two things here. Okay, one is node exporter inside the machine, node exporter. So the node exporter will collect all the details of this EC2 machine, and we install the same things. I mean, Prometheus and Grafana in the same machine, but the working directory means this is the Prometheus. Okay, basically the Prometheus and Grafana, all the things installed in the same machine. But Prometheus didn't get the mission detail directly, so that way we install node exporter. So the node exporter collect all the metrics, so sending to the Prometheus. So inside the Prometheus, all the logs and metrics to this mission. Okay, all the things having in the Prometheus. So we need a graphical representation of the logs and metrics. So we need to configure Grafana. Okay, so this is our Grafana. So coming to Grafana, we can onboard, adding the data source. Okay, Grafana need data source. So here we need to choose the data source as Prometheus. Coming to Prometheus, the Prometheus have all the logs and metrics of our corresponding EC2 machine, because the node exporter we already onboarded to Prometheus. So first, in this case, we install the three things inside this EC2 machine, and we can able to access all the machines. Oh, sorry, all the services. Here, see, this is the dashboard of Grafana, and this is a Prometheus, and this is a node exporter. So node exporter, coming to node exporter, we got all the logs. See, when clicking the metrics, we can see all the metrics. These metrics are coming from the EC2 machine. Now we need to connect this node exporter to Prometheus. So go to Prometheus. See, here only one endpoint there, that is local metrics, but we didn't get anything. So we need to add one target for node exporter. So that we need to, this is the machine where we install this is the monitoring server. Okay, like install all the things, node exporter and all the things, not the Jenkins server. So we need to go to the directory etc. Here we can see Prometheus. See, there is a configuration file corresponding to Prometheus. So first we need to configure the pipeline. Okay, then we can come here and continue the configuration part of monitoring. So I'm quickly go back to Jenkins. I think all configurations are done. One more thing, I need to go to Docker Hub. And go to profile. So we have accounts. Account settings. We need to create the token. Okay, we have one token, but I forget the token details. So I'm going to deactivate, delete, delete, create no token, read write, delete, generate, Docker, check it. So this is the token. Okay. So just to copy the token and go back to Jenkins, manage Jenkins, go to credentials, add one more credential. Username and password is fine. Username, teacher feature. Okay. And coming to password, we need to provide the token that we created. Okay. Then coming to credential, I need to check. Okay, Docker Hub. Okay. So both tokens are securely created. Then go to dashboard and create one application. This is pipeline application. Click OK. Discover bills to directly go to pipeline. This is the application code. I'm just copying the URL. So this is already we built, previous class. So I'm just going to delete this one. Go to settings, delete repository. Okay, it's deleting. Then go back to pipeline. So here I copy one pipeline script. The same pipeline is like starting with the pipeline. Agent we use JDK 17 and Node 16. Then the Sonar scanner, our environment Sonar scanner, environment name is Sonar scanner. We configure the tools. Then cleaning the workspace. Then check out the code from the repository. Then go into stage Sonar Cube analysis. So our server name is Sonar Cube server. We configure the systems. Then using the scanner, see the Sonar scanner. Then it will create a name, project key, and project key with the project name in our Sonar Cube server. So sorry, Sonar Cube. Then quality gets. Then we install one dependency, that is npm install. Then try we scanning the file system. Then after the file system, we going to build Docker image, because in the repository we have a Docker image. See, this is a Docker file. So using the Docker file, the Jenkins will build the Docker image. So coming the last stage, you can see the stage 4 build Docker image. Then it will create a Docker image, then tagging the Docker image with our username, then push the same image to Docker Hub. So I'm going to build. In the meantime, we can just, I will show you how to onboard a EC2 machine. Okay. So this is our Grafana dashboard. So here we can see a lot of things we can see. So first we need a data source. Okay. Data source. First we need to add a data source. The data source have the logs and metrics. So click data source. Okay. So in here we can see a lot of data source like Prometheus, Graphite, in InfluxDB. So as well as the requirement, we can choose corresponding data source. In our case, our data source is of Prometheus, because uh, we have a machine, EC2 machine, then we install the node export there and Prometheus there, and we connect with the node exporter and the Prometheus. But we didn't configure that part. So I'm going back to the server machine. See here, in coming to the application, we face error. Sonar scanner. Execution failed. Some configuration mismatch, I think. Just checking with this manage Jenkins. Mhm. This issue related to Sonar login. So I am going to create one more token. So create token. I actually reinitiate the, I mean, reinitiate the token and add the credential here. So whenever we added the new token, we just go back to the systems and go to Sonar Q. We come here and choose the new token, okay, and apply, save. Now that part is done. Now we are facing another issue with the NPM. Just to go to log and check. NPM not found. Meanwhile, we can just go to the project. Yes, the project is virtually okay. The first issue we successfully resolved. Now go to manage Jenkins and go to the plugins where we not plugins, go to the tools and Node.js. Okay. So just remove and add it, add Node.js and give name. Node 16 is the name that we use in our pipeline. And here we need to choose the version. The version you can choose. You can go with the latest, okay. And apply. Save. Then go back to the image and build again. We'll see. Now it's installing NPM. All are following, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, see. Now we actually install NPM. Then Trivy file scan done. Now Docker build push and all the things happen. Okay, that I think we cover. I mean, most of the stages successfully. Then meantime we can go to configure the like Prometheus configure and all the things. Okay. So this is my machine where I install Prometheus, Grafana, and Node Exporter. Controller. This is the machine. So we have a configuration file for Prometheus, okay, where we adding our target. So it will be easy to go to EC2 directory, CD Prometheus, Prometheus US. Prometheus. See, then ls. So this is the configuration file, okay, prometheus.yaml. So open with the nano editor. My YAML. See, this is the configuration page. So coming to static config, here we can see target targets. So now it's only one target, that is localhost 9090. So now we are going to add one more target that is pointing to Prometheus. So see, we add one more job for node exporter. So the name is node exporter. So the IP, target IP. The target IP of our node exporter that we paste here. So the same machine and the port number of node exporter. In our case, the node exporter port number is 9100. Save and exit. Then we need to check that everything is fine or not. We can check our configuration file. I mean, all the configuration is success or not using prompt tool. So prompt tool, check config, then the directory and the file name. See, failed. Passing YAML, YAML line 30 did not find any expected key. Then we need to open it again. Line number 30.
Okay, am I audible to you? Hello.
I can hear you, Mahesh. Make your volume bigger though.
Sorry?
Mahesh is trying to talk to you, Tofik.
I was checking the target is correct.
Oh, this makes the issue, I think. A space. See, just a space makes issue. Now it's success. Then
You
I have
had double quotes on one and single quotes on one also.
single
That doesn't make it.
single is fine.
Okay. And double is also fine, I think, because the line above it had double quotes.
Now I am using this command to reload the Prometheus. Okay. Now you can see when going to that like Prometheus dashboard. Now we integrate the node exporter to Prometheus. Okay. So whenever we go to the Prometheus, we can see there is one more target there. See, as of now, only one target. One of one is up and running. That is local. Now I'm going to a refresh. See, node exporter 0, 1 up. So now we integrate the target, one more target, that is node exporter. Refresh again. Our pipeline is mostly done. Okay. Some issue with see the issues. Anyone can find?
You have a colon between 9 and 9100.
Right. So just to go back. Here you can see the double column. Okay, fine. Done. We just reload it. Okay, that would be fine. Then we can go to refresh. See, it's 1 and down up. So click the logs. You can see the logs in Prometheus. So Prometheus configuration is mostly done. Now we need to onboard. Okay. So go to the dashboard of Grafana and choose the data source. So here we can choose Prometheus because Prometheus is our data source. Then coming to the name Prometheus and the connection. Here we need to provide the like Prometheus URL. So this is our Prometheus URL. Okay. Save and text. See, successfully queried the Prometheus API. Then go to home. Then here we can import dashboard. And we need node exporter dashboard. Okay, 1860 is a node exporter dashboard. We can see or we can search Grafana in Google to getting the dashboard ID. This is the Grafana ID for when we loading, we can see which ID, that ID is corresponding to node exporter full. So this means we will get the entire detail from the node exporter. And here we need to choose the type. In this case, Prometheus. Import. See our machine details. This is our EC2 machine details, the CPU, BC percentage, system load, RAM, all the things we can see here. Got it. Similar way, we will, the pipeline is mostly done or completely done. Then we are going to monitoring this Jenkins, okay? So that we need to add one more plugins that is for Prometheus. Go to our plugins, Prometheus. See Prometheus metrics. This is a plugins. Install. It does not support dynamic loading. We need to restart this. Anyone have any doubt?
No.
All are okay, right? I mean, time. All are okay. We can continue, or else we can.
It's almost 11 o'clock now, so maybe next session. It's up to question.
All if I mean, if all are okay, then we can continue from tomorrow.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Okay, all of you.
Yeah, that will be good.
Okay.
Okay. Have a good night, everybody. Good morning to Tawfiq sir.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
I think we'll connect.